All right, here we go with episode 45. And let's just talk about the Owl Group for a little bit. They've got some other name, but they're the Owl Group. They're doing a good job, and clearly, like, I'm anti-government, anti-rich kind of person. So I'm kind of, that's where I lean, right? But obviously, there's a lot of nuance to that. Like, if you're anti-government, you still want the government to protect you against, invasions and disease, and you want them to keep the infrastructure going. Basically, I'm just anti-government. I'm government. Please leave me alone. Kind of, that's my stance. But also, I know the government screws people over a lot, so I'm not very quick to trust the government, essentially. And we're talking about all phases of government, like local, especially local, because that's what affects you the most, right? So that's what we're talking about here, basically local government. This village. Now I know the village is also a nation, like they have a lot of territory, but you also have this village, which is really like what we're dealing with here. And if you're poor and you're underprivileged and they have infrastructure issues, which is what they were talking about at the water wheel, you would feel like the government would like help you with that. Like anything that benefits a large group of people is considered infrastructure, and you would think that that would be in their wheelhouse. No pun intended. That they would fix it. If I lose power here, the government. Well, I guess it's corporations, but yeah, I don't know. I guess some things do fall under corporations. Like the power company fixes it, not the government specifically. I don't know. It's just I do feel like there should be recourse. The government should come help you if your water wheel isn't working. Basic need for survival, right? That kind of thing. So when that doesn't happen, people are dissatisfied, and when a group comes in and fills that need, which we've seen in a lot of places like cartels in Mexico. There's certain parts of Mexico, the cartel is basically the government. They feed the poor. They bring medicine in. You know, during 2020, all the shit that's happened in the word, they would get this blacklist on YouTube or whatever. One of the words that the YouTube algorithm doesn't like, which I won't use. Um, they were passing out masks and disinfectant. What was the hand sanitizer? Like hand sanitizer and stuff. They were passing that stuff out right there. It's good PR. And so when the police do come through, hey, did you see anybody do anything here yesterday? They say no because the cartels helped them, right? Like, so groups know how to play the PR game. Whether we're talking revolutionaries or just people trying to make money, cartels, these guys are probably trying to make money, really. Like, I don't think that they're necessarily revolutionaries. I think they're playing a really good PR game so they can have an infrastructure. He's talking about taking it to the next level. Once you have the people on your side, you have enough people who will look the other way or even actively lie to the police to help you. Then maybe you can start doing things to make money. Like, say you rob $1 million and you give 400,000 to people, and the actual amounts of money that were robbed maybe you're not reported or not remembered, or people nobody's keeping track. It looks like you're giving everything to the poor when really you're keeping a large amount of money, and you have the people completely on your side. Even some of the police will be on your side. I'm kind of on their side, but it's just PR, right? It's a very cynical enterprise, and so I like that they're kind of looking at this from all the angles, and there's all these opinions. And yes, it's good to help poor people, but also every robbery you commit, you put people in danger. You're scaring people. It could be as simple as a pacemaker gets out of whack because they're so scared and they have a heart attack, or they try something and you have to take action to protect yourself, or you're rushing out the door and somebody's trying to come in the door and you knock them into a wall and you don't even realize what you're doing. Like, there's so many ways for people to be hurt when you're doing illegal shit, right? So that's the downside. And the more you do it, the higher the chances. It's like, it's kind of like rolling the die on D&D. If you roll a natural 12, then you get a really good result, right? Or a natural 20. I think a natural 20. Let's do that. You roll a natural 20, you get a really good result. You do like double damage or whatever. There's a second roll you roll for damage. But if you roll a 1, it's the opposite. So anytime you roll, the chances of you rolling a 1 is only 1 in 20. So it's like 5%. You have a 5% chance of rolling a 1 every time you roll. And they say that it's not cumulative. They say that if you roll 10 times, it's not like that 5% has become 50%. It's 5% every time. And there is a mathematical formula to actually figure out what the actual odds are that if you roll 10 times in a row, what are the chances of getting a 1? I'm not a mathematician. I don't know what that is. To me, as a layman, non-mathematician, your odds increase every time you roll. People will tell you it's 5% every time. It's just 5%. That's all it is. It's 5%. Because 1 out of 20. You have a 1 out of 20 chance every time you roll. But you roll 10 times. One of these times you're going to get, say you roll 20 times. If you roll 20 times, you should get a 1 once, right? So if you commit 20 robberies, 1 out of 20 robberies, you're going to knock somebody into a wall, or you're trying to peel out with your car. They don't use cars here, but I'm just saying as a broad example. You hit somebody trying to cross the street, or say somebody attacks you with some kind of jitsu, and then you do your ice thing, and one of these icicles veers off course because she has a fan and she's blowing it all over the place. It veers off course and it hits a kid down the street in the eyeball, right? You can't control this shit. It's random. It's chaos. Chaos theory. Shit goes wrong. Prisons are filled with people. It's like, oh man, if I'd only taken a right when I was supposed to take a left, They take a left, they run right into a police car. If they had taken a right, they wouldn't run into a police car. Well, if yes, that was bad luck. That you took a left and you ran into the police car and then they arrest you. But the more robberies you do, the more crime you commit, sooner or later, you're just going to have bad luck. You're going to have a bad day. You're going to get caught or somebody's going to get hurt. So that's what I'm saying here. It's like, yes, you could say victimless crime, insurance pays it, except insurance rates increase. Even if it was a victimless crime, you keep committing crimes. Robbery is a violent act by definition. Sooner or later, somebody's going to get hurt. So you're not Lily White in this situation, no matter what you say. Even though I tend to agree with the philosophy, I tend to agree with the idea, in practice, as a practical matter, it doesn't work because people get hurt. So it's a complicated issue. But it's interesting. I think there's a deeper thing. There could even be another nation's plot behind this. Like I'm not going to rule that out. Or some fringe element or rogue group that they're just trying to destabilize the government. It's not even about making money. It's possible it goes beyond trying to make money. They're trying to actually destabilize the government. That could be possible. We don't know their full true intentions. But I have a feeling we're going to find out. That being said, let's go and get into it. We're going on one. 3, 2, 1. Darts, but better. We'll see about that. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Oh, guess what's about to happen? They're about to get hit. They're about to get the hell robbed out of them. Um, really? You haven't given a raise in 20 years. Bad things. Let's keep it really vague, right? Yeah, just blame everything on them. Global warming is the Byakuya gang. Your peanut butter is labeled chunky, but it's actually creamy. Byakuya gang. They're behind everything. They probably are behind it. I'm just saying. Yep. The PR campaign's really working. Yeah. We know egomaniac. He's very happy with himself, isn't he? Like I said, it glitched out, but just to reiterate my point, he's very happy with himself. Hey, Why you question me now, mother? Almost cussed again. That's right. True justice. My justice. Okay, so I'm starting to be annoyed by the relationship of Boruto and his sister. I'm reminded of that Folgers commercial. Remember the Folgers incest commercial from 2009? If you don't remember it, just look up Folgers incest commercial. You'll watch it. And the overriding idea behind why people call it incest, and people have sex on the brain and they're going to make the most dark interpretation of everything. The actors just had good chemistry. A couple of the lines were dialogue were weird, and they immediately go to incest. So okay, whatever. It's idiotic, but it raised a good point. Most, not all, but most sibling relationships, there's a certain edge to them. There's a certain, and it does depend also the age difference. But somebody in the comments, because I was actually recently at this video reading the comments, and some of them are very interesting. She would have been more likely because she was like, "Oh, I waited up all night for you to get here." Like she stayed up all night because he was coming in the morning, right? It'd be like 6 a.m. and so when he showed up, and she was right there to let him in because she waited up all night. It'd be more likely she would. First of all, you're not going to wait up all night to let your stupid sibling in the door. You're going to sleep, right? But another thing is like when she first sees him, it'd be much more likely to be saying, "Hey, welcome home, loser." That kind of thing. And we're not talking about any animosity. We're not talking about any actual hatred towards each other or dislike. But there's just an edge. There's a sarcasm. There's a little bit of gentle ribbing that goes on with siblings. And she's just 100% supportive of him at all times, right? It's just not realistic. Now, we did see they had conflict. There's one episode where they did show conflict. And there's another episode where he hurt her feelings. So there's a little something going on there. But it doesn't feel like a realistic sibling relationship to me, in my opinion. Yep. These are two good advisors he's got here, man. They're great. They don't even have to be. They just create an atmosphere where this kind of thing will grow, you know? Yep. How long has it been, though? If it's 2 days, it's not strange. If it's 2 weeks, it is strange. Don't worry about that. That's his job, man. He signed up for this. Speaking of ass kissing, yeah, that's some bullshit. What's up with Binky? Well, it's time for some crowd control. Just saying. Yeah. Just keep your ass in this diner. Yeah. Hater. He's not here for all this shit. How about you get off my ass? I got a lot of shit going on, kid. And F that. Yeah, he's acting weird, that's for sure. He's being recruited, man. Which one of them is going to bring their opposite to their side? Because they think they're pulling both directions. Shikadaya is pulling red over here towards the good side, and red's pulling him towards the dark side simultaneously, right? Dude, you need to cover that hair. That's very distinctive. I love that the robe matches the mask. It's really cool. I love their outfits. Hey, we're getting backstory. All right. So that's the real dad. He's dead as hell. He's dead as hell, and his friend's going to take over as being the dad, right? Probably start nailing the wife, too. What kid doesn't? Nah, you're going to be evil, kid. Now that I think about it, I think the tent design is Inuit, right? People who live up north. And I didn't recognize it because they weren't up north. They were just in a normal village. Oh, shit. Yep, like I said. Why did you get stabbed 17 times in the back, sir? Yep, she's dead as hell, too, apparently. Jesus. Damn, this show ain't pulling no punches, man. Damn. You should have talked faster, kid. Probably his buddy. Yeah, no, doesn't look like it. It was then that he developed his ice powers. You know, it makes sense that they have ice powers and they live up here in Iceland, right? You know, ice, not Iceland, but, you know, land of ice. That makes sense. You're a product of your location. Good job killing that asshole. You're a murderer now. Just call me dead. Oh, I thought he killed him. Yeah, just saying. I don't think you wanted to. I mean, they're not in the ground. I guess it can't be if it's ice. You know, if it's the ground's frozen. Shit. I want to kill them all. I mean, seems like the only option. Everybody's got a tragic ass backstory, man. Pretty badass. They're not covering their face, their ears, their hands. It's cold as hell out here. Yeah, he's a new recruit. This guy has a great voice. Yeah. I doubt it. I think his dad found out. His dad found out, so he killed him. That's how it all started. Hey, man, good shit. Hell yeah. I doubt it. Yeah, see, that makes it better. They're keeping it real vague. Dirty things. Yeah. Sure thing, boss. Right. Protecting the rich. Right. Yeah. How dare you question me? Yeah. Of course not. Yep. He made an enemy of me when he found out what I do. Rich. Here, have a handful of loot. Oh, shit. Wait a minute, you're missing a ring here. Just like Boruto. It's because he witnessed the ice powers. He was probably going to kill the kid too until he saw that, right? He's like, hey, I can use this kid. Yeah. That's how they get you. I'm not going to call him a dumbass. He never had a chance. I'm just hanging out. Did you see those same flashbacks? Yeah, you'll notice some holes in my story. Hmm. It's just something I robbed from a rich kid. Damn, dude. Condescending as hell. Really? You're making a big deal out of this. He must be super socially awkward. Gotta watch that shit. He has a habit of talking to himself. That's not good when you're in some secret shit, man. Imagine the FBI is watching a room and you're by yourself, but you start talking about your whole plan out loud to nobody. Has it? I'm really unsure how much time is passing between each episode. Yeah. Let's do it. God damn. See, that's the kind of talking I'm talking about, right? What we just heard there, that's would be a normal sibling interaction. There's no heat behind it. They don't hate each other, but they're not kissing each other's ass all the time. Like his sister, Boruto's sister, kisses his ass all the time. Yeah, get wrecked. You condescending asshole. I really didn't believe he was sincere about this at first, but he really likes making a friend. This year end tragically. He brought something for that. Now we can stay all night. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're about to get finished right now. Shouldn't have broke out the lamp. You could have convinced yourself you were going to win. Oh, shit. Get wrecked. Like I said, you shouldn't have pulled out the lamp. Oh, shit. Are you evil? Because of ideology. Oh, then they got hit, didn't they? Ah, shit. Yeah. See, he's really smart. My dad's a janitor there, man. That's why I know. Nice try. How dare you lie to me? I was just seeing if you'd lie to me. Oh, shit. Busted. Busted. Oh, he got you. He got you. He lied. He got you. Hook, line, and sinker. That's right. Fantastic. Booyah. Oh, man. Yeah, but I'm not wrong. You're under arrest. Yeah. He believes in it. The cause. He believes in the cause, man. He got him, man. That's so good. So why even bother trying? I wish he would pick up a effing thesaurus, man. Oh, shit. That just pissed him off. Yeah. You're under arrest. Thief arrest. Yeah. This is good shit, man. Well, shit. Oh, shit. I like that. I like how you turned it around on you. Everything's a drag to you. Oh, shit. Yep. Well, I didn't grow up in that world. Damn, man. That's harsh. That was great, man. Yep. They're killing me with the sad music, by the way. This is great, man. This is one of my favorite episodes of the whole series. We're always waiting for you. It's going to be big. Well, tale as old as time. Very Shakespearean. Two friends divided by ideology. And reading each other for filth, by the way. That was great. I love that entire conversation. That was fantastic. Every step of the way is great, man. Can't wait to see what's going to happen next.